Hey folks, welcome back to Satisfactory. When we left off earlier this morning, we had done a bunch of exploration and found some summer sloops, some hard drives, and some Mercer spheres. Where we're returning now to automation, what we want to work on is the production chain of items that will let us build Miner Mk3. And the first one we're going to need is going to be the heatsink. So let's review. The heatsink requires copper sheets and alclad aluminum sheets. So if we make our way over to our alclad aluminum sheet location, we have copper ingots and we have alclad sheets coming out. So we have the sheets here and we have copper ingots going in here. A portion of these are being used to produce the sheets, but we don't need all of them by a long shot. Now, or rather to produce the aluminum sheets. Now we need to use some of these to make copper sheets. And the tricky part is I prefer, if possible, to use the steamed copper sheet solution, but that would mean getting water nearby. And as we know, here in the Northern Forest, water is not exactly easy to come by. We have a little bit of water over here, but I think it's all being used already. I don't know if all of it's being used or most of it. Let's go check this out. So over here, we are producing the copper ingots using 20 cubic meters of water per minute between 4 refineries. So technically, actually, 20 times 4 is 80. We should have plenty of water left available. Well, maybe not plenty. Out of 300 cubic meters, we're using 80, so we do have 220 cubic meters of water left. And that means we have the water and the copper right here. So the only issue is taking some of this output for ourselves. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to rebuild this input line. Now this is a merger, so we're going to need to put a lift on the bottom to take the ingots back up. But first we'll pull some of the ingots out into a merger. So it's gonna be a little awkward. But let's put a merger down, or a splitter down here. Coming in from the rear. Let's see how that looks and feels. Maybe like that. We'll take our ingots, put them into this splitter. Then we'll pop another lift up facing this way. And reconnect the original line. Okay, so the ingots are back where they need to be, flowing up that line over to aluminum production. But let's take some of them here, run them around the back. Or actually, we have water right here. Is this water? No, this is empty. We have the water back here. We could run this pipe around and over. Yeah, we could put down some more. We could put down some more copper sheets here. No problem. A couple more refineries. We know they'll fit. And then we can bring the water around. So these actually, let's see. Let me hit the G key here to select Pipeline Mark 1. And let's go ahead and select all of the pipeline here. And delete it. And then we'll select pipeline junctions here. Delete those. So now we've got copper there, and we can somehow pipe water over here. And we can set down 4 more refineries. I think we're going to need a little bit more foundation over there, but I think we can make this work. So let's go to our blueprints, templates, select 4 refineries. And then, let's see. Where are my inputs? Let's see. I want the power. Yeah, I want the power on the other side. So we're going to flip this around like this. And then kind of line this up a bit. So it's gonna have to be offset due to these lines here. We're not gonna be able to get it to line up exactly. But something like that would work if this stupid animal wasn't here. And now he's just gonna stop there. God damn it. Can you leave? Thank you. And don't come back. All right, let's try that again. Okay, so yeah, something like this can work. Push it back one. So coming out of there and then moving to like there should be fine. Let's build it like this. 4 more refineries to make steam copper sheets. Now, I don't actually know how many I need. Let's think about this. We can build 7.5 per minute. And that requires 37.5 per minute of sheets. We have something like 240 sheets per minute over there. So if we round this up to 40, we could get up to 6. I don't know if that's what we want to do. Let's think. 7.5 times 2 is 15. Double that to 30. 30 heat sinks per minute seems like a good amount. So that's 4 times this, which would be 4 times this. So we need 22.5 times 4, which is 45 times 2, which is 90. We'd need 90 copper sheets per minute. Let's see what's involved here in making these steam sheets, how many we can make per minute. If we want 90, we need 4 of these then. Okay, that works. Hey, Pila, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. That actually works perfectly. We can just make 90 sheets per minute. Okay. And that's going to require 90 copper ingots and 90 cubic meters of water. That's all entirely eminently doable. So let's make that happen. Let's start over here. Let's get the copper ingots going in. And then over here, we'll need some of the water. So let's bring this pipe around back. Honestly, you are so annoying. Leave. Leave. Like, after I already attacked you, you won't leave? Now you're stuck here? Are you kidding me? He's trapped. What do I have to build him a ramp down? He's in the way. I can't even build him a way out. Hang on, let me push him this way. There we go. Good lord. Okay, that's super annoying. So, let's see. We want to come around here. I think like this. Is that the right height? No, that's too high, isn't it? Yeah, it's just 1. Okay. Let's lock that in place and take a look. Okay, looks like if I want a clean line, I need to bring it in a little bit closer here. And that's still kind of gross. There we go. That works with the noodle. Okay, that's even worse. So it needs to be right here, I think. Then we build with the noodle. There we go. That looks okay. Bring this back here to pipeline junction into this one. Okay. Let's lock that and just double check. That looks fine. Okay. Now we put up the junction. And the water begins to flow. All right, so that should see this filling up with water. Yep, very nice. Okay. You don't even know how to turn your radiator on. Hey, Silas, welcome back to the channel, buddy. Last step here is going to be connecting power for this build. And we should begin to see steamed copper sheets being produced. Yep, looks good. All right. We will need to collect all of this and bring it up to the sky. That is also eminently feasible. Oh, come on. All right. We don't need these output pipes. I'd really like it if you could stand on the edge here more easily. It's like you got to play around with it. Get rid of these junctions. Okay. And then looks like I need a little bit more. A little bit of a space to work on here. Okay. There we go. And we're gonna have to take you up to the sky, aren't we? Yeah, now I remember last time we built this setup, it was right on the cross, so I imagine it's gonna be the same thing here. Let's go ahead and put our floor hole down. So I'm making, so Silas, I'm making copper steamed sheets, or copper sheets with the steam sheet recipe in order to get to work on heat sinks. So those are going to go up to the sky. I believe I made myself a tube around here somewhere. No, I did not. Okay. Can I just get up there? Maybe I can? Yep, just about. Okay. So where is the... It's right on the upper corner here. Okay. Should be right here to get my copper sheets up. And then they can go over here and join this line and become available to make heat sinks over at the other factory. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Let's get this connected up. Okay, so the sheets go up to the sky. Very nice. That's an efficient use of copper. Now we need to route them over. Do we want them on the inside or the outside? Let's see. I think we want it on the outside to go around the back. So let's do that. That's a thing I want to do. So we'll lift them up this way. And then we'll start routing over here. Ah, didn't quite work right. All right, so the copper sheets are going to be available. We'll combine them with aluminum to make heat sinks. That seems pretty straightforward. We have 90 copper sheets per minute coming along this line. So the belt is kind of overkill, but I don't see a reason not to use the highest belt available to me. Future-proof any further improvements in throughput that we want to make. Dang it. Let's bring that as far as there, and then figure out... Okay, so... the sheets are available here. Oh, I may have actually wanted it on the inside. Because we're probably gonna... Yeah, okay. Well, alright. We can still make this work. I don't really want to rebuild that line. We want to take some of this copper. Alright. Why don't we just plop a little lift here, hop over the top, come out on this side, right? That works fine. That works just fine. Okay, so here's our copper sheets. We'll leave some space for... Well, I guess they'll need to hop over too. But somewhere we're gonna need... Yeah, alright, let's figure out where we're placing our assemblers or whatever. Alright, so heat sinks. We are gonna want 4 assemblers. That's what we're gonna build with. So why don't we throw those down? I'll use my 8 assembler input, and we'll just delete some stuff. Okay, so... I believe... that's the input side right there. Let's see. If I want to push this... I want to put that somewhere like that. Yes, that I can pull off the... I could actually bring it in a little bit. I could bring it into... maybe here. Let's take a look. Yeah, that seems pretty solid. Let's delete everything up top, because we don't need it. You can spam the, you can click the control key to highlight things one at a time. Up to the dismantle limit. Okay. That leaves me with 4 assemblers. Let's go ahead and put a splitter. Hey, Linsenmeyer. Welcome back to the channel. You ain't been here 5 seconds already. You're doing it all wrong. What are you talking about doing it all wrong? What am I doing wrong? You jerk. Let's go ahead and... Are you talking about the fact that I was deleting things? I was deleting extras out of my blueprints. That's what I was doing there. You're going to come to here. And then we're going to throw a lift on to lift it over. And you can just come on down like this. And feed in there like that. Okay. So we got aluminum, we got sheets. We can get power from somewhere. And then we just set the recipe to be heat sinks. Heat sink, very nice. And it's already beginning to construct, perfect. Okay, now, I don't see a huge need for me to have heat sinks in my inventory at the moment. What I really want these for is to make cooling systems over at the nitrogen gas, because that's the next step towards turbo motors. So cooling systems are going to require these heat sinks along with nitrogen gas and water and rubber. The rubber I'm going to have to figure out. But what I think that means is that for now, I am going to throw down a splitter here, a smart splitter. And what is this complaining about? I don't have AI limiters? Okay, let me get a stack of AI limiters. I don't think I route this into a container over here. I think putting it into a dimensional depot will be more than enough for the rest of the game. I could be wrong and we might have to fix that. But for now, this is AI limiters? Yes. Why are there so few of you? What is your beef? Did something happen to you? No, you're just very slow. Okay, fair enough. Might have to throw some summer sloops in there somewhere. All right. Nevertheless, I'll take these 80 for myself. What can I get rid of here? I probably, well... Probably don't need to be carrying around... Oh, let me go into my inventory here. I probably don't need to be carrying around SAM fluctuators manually. Get rid of those. The rest of this seems fine, I guess. I should drop off some of my like magic items, like the slugs and whatnot. Alright, that's a little better. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I don't think I need to get a storage container over here with the heat sinks in them. I think just having 600 that I can pull when I need them is probably fine. So we're going to put down a smart splitter here. And I think that's fine. So the way we'll do this is the priority will be to go into the dimensional depot, which we'll place right here. So left is priority, and then forward is going to be overflow. So as soon as the dimensional depot is full, the heat sinks continue on their journey. I think that makes the most sense to me. Let me upload these for now. And then what we're going to need is a train station that will take heat sinks out to the nitrogen, and then bring cooling systems back. I think that's what we need. Making great progress. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Yeah, we are well into tier 7 now. So we've got aluminum online, and I'm working towards some cool stuff. Once I get like regular, once I get a handful of the materials to make the Miner Mk3, so I can make, you know, a couple dozen of them, we'll back off and start coming back down the line. And in fact, at that point, I might have to go into nuclear power, because sooner or later, we're going to run up against our power limits. Right now, we're okay. Our maximum consumption's 12,000. Our capacity is 16, so we're not there yet. But sooner or later, I'm going to need nuclear power. So, yeah. These heat sinks need to get out to the coast. And then we need to bring back the cooling systems we're going to build. So I feel like down in the canyon there, we're going to have... Yeah, probably down here in the canyon. We're going to have a train station, and it's going to travel over to... It's going to travel over along the coast over to the nitrogen farm. I think that makes the most sense. So I want it to be a little bit off the ground. So something like... Starting something like here probably makes sense. So if we had a train station here, and then the line snaked out there and then down the coast, that would work. Let's see, where do I want the station? Somewhere around here? Yeah, okay. Station needs to be 5 width, I believe. I guess this is fine for now. Let's get that built. Okay, so we want input output on this side when we get to the freight station. Let's see, what is this going to be? This is going to be the Nitrogen Express, I guess. So, what are my train stations named? I don't even know right now. Quartz Importer 1. All right. Let's start building. Let's get a train station down. That's backwards. It's tough to build. Hang on. Let me throw myself down a lookout tower here, so I can see what I'm doing. Silas says, why not use drones for transport? Oh, that is an interesting idea. I hadn't thought of that. We haven't unlocked drones yet. This is a small enough amount of items that you might be right. That might be a much better idea, actually. Hold on. Well, before I delete this, let's go see what would be involved. Where do I have a hypertube up to the surface? Nowhere near here. I might be able to... Yeah, I can get up to there at least. No problem. Or I guess I could just respawn. Yeah, there's no reason not to respawn. To travel 50 feet. All right, let's take a look at what would be involved in Silas's idea to use drones. So... I would have to unlock aeronautical engineering. Transport's available input back and forth between its home port and destination ports. Drone status and other details can be viewed at a drone's home port. Must be built on a drone port. Has 9 inventory slots. Can use any fuel type. Refuels at any of its connected ports if possible. All right, so there's one concern, is fuel. It's not that I don't have fuel available. It's that it's annoying to... It is kind of annoying to do. The drone requires... I haven't really played with these before. You know what? It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. And I have the radio control units. I have some of the radio control units. Do I have more in here? Radio? No. Okay. I'll have to go get some more. And then I might need more on top of that to make them. And it's a little sketchy, but we'll see. Okay, I do have some more of these. I have the sheets. I probably need the motors here. The sheets and the casings... I don't actually know if I have them, but I'll get a stack of each. Fuel is annoying, but you don't have to set up an entire train line. Yes, that's true. That's fair. Okay, I'm okay for sheets. And we're going to need to transport a lot of these casings around later anyway. All right, let's see about this. Let's see if we can make this work. So we'll unlock this, and we'll get started with the drone port. Which means it can go straight from the source, really. Okay, let's get this unlocked. Alright, so if we're doing this, then this crap I built down here doesn't need to be here.
Drones provide automated low-capacity aerial transport between drone stations. Stations need to be supplied with any kind of fuel for the drones to function. Fixit had several restrictions in place prohibiting creative use of drones. I have since removed those because I think no pioneer would ever misuse Fixit property right under their noses. Especially since everything is recorded.
What were people doing with the drones before? Were they using them for personal transport? I bet that's what it was. People were riding around on drones, right? So we won't need this. I can recover all of these materials and free up this space for some future purpose. There's water down here. Yeah, if I need water, there is water down here. I should remember that. Like, I could come down here for the water and then lift stuff up. Speaking of water, I drank a lot of it recently, and I need another little break. So we'll take a break in a second here, and I'll be right back. Let me give you guys a fun vista to look at. What's gonna be nice to enjoy? I don't know. Probably some belts running, right? Something running. I don't know if I have anything running. Saying running is making me need to pee more. Yikes. All right, well, look at this field of flowers, I guess. I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back. Thanks for your patience. I'll tell you what, I'm on this weight loss kick, and part of it is drinking a lot of water to activate your metabolism. It's working. I'm shedding pounds, but man, do I have to pee a lot. I'm trying to drink 80 ounces of water a day. Woo! All right. So where were we? We were going to make a drone port and get started with some drone stuff, right? We were going to try that out. I haven't done this before, so we'll see how this goes. This sign I am done with. Yeah, I don't need you anymore. I guess I could have just left it there. No harm, no foul. So, over here, we're going to have... We have our... Oh, I never connected these. That's a mistake. Wow, what was that? I was on the wrong hotbar. There we go. Let's feed these heat sinks in. There we go. That's more like it. Wow, they're going in fast. So we're going to want to take these heat sinks into the drone port and then pull the cooling systems out of the drone port and do something with them. I'm not exactly sure what. Yeah, nice. Can hold up to 300 heat sinks for me for the future. So let's see about a drone port, I guess. I don't know exactly how these works. This is going to be transport. All right, so functions as home port to a single drone, which transports available input back and forth between its home port and destination ports. Drone ports can have one other port assigned as their transport destination. The drone port interface provides delivery details and allows management of port connections. Okay. I think then... I think we need like sky platforms for drone stuff. Although I don't really want to build above this. Maybe not. But we're gonna need to get some fuel over here. I think we're gonna use turbo fuel because it's the best fuel we have. So what does a port look like? Let's see. Oh, it's a little big, huh? It's not exactly teeny tiny. So there's a fuel in and a resource in. So let me ask you this. If I have this as the home port and a second port as the destination port, Can I have inputs and outputs on both? In other words, input the heat sinks here, output them over there, input the cooling systems over there, and bring them back. Like, can I do two materials, one each way? Let me lock this in. This feels okay. I don't know if this is going to work the way I want to. But let's say I build this here, and then we can put the heat sinks in, and then the cooling systems theoretically come out of there, right? And then we got to fuel this. So it has no power. There's a lot of stuff here. Fuel. We can use, oh, we could use batteries. Packaged fuel, packaged turbo fuel, packaged rocket fuel, uranium fuel rods. Okay. Well, we already have the packaged turbo fuel, so I think we're going to use that for now. Because we're already producing a lot of that, and we're not using anywhere near the output that we have. So let's start there. Let's get ourselves some packaged turbo fuel going in here. And we'll connect you to power as well. Where do I have a... Okay, so you have power. Let's get you some fuel. I'll see how this works. It's my first time playing with these. All right, so let's head over to turbo fuel production. It's down below. We have like one refinery making turbo fuel, feeding it into a packager over here somewhere. Should be noticeable because I built it like a little well that it lives in. I don't remember exactly where the well is. There it is. There's the well. So the finished product comes out here, huh? Yeah, the finished product comes out here, so we're going to need to rebuild this and then pull some of it off. And head back over in that direction. Looks like that's kind of a clear shot over there. Smart splitters, maybe? Compboy 100, welcome back to the channel. I don't know, we'll find out, right? We'll find out. It might not work that way. I see what you're saying. If it only has one inventory, I might not be able to do it the way I want. Yeah, I see the problem. Okay. Let's break you down. Let's get a splitter in front of you. So turbo fuel goes in there, then lifts up to the ceiling, like so. Where's the floor hole? You're coming down here to join up here with this. That doesn't look quite right. Okay. Can I move you back one? I think so. All right, so that resumes the original line. Now we can pull off of this, take this up to the sky, and route it over to the drone port, or ports, I guess. All right. So I want you to come over, kind of over in this direction. Let's see what's available here. We got some stuff on the ceiling there. And put you there. And then push you forward. Okay, alright. So we're crossing a lot of lines here. But that's kind of okay. It should be a little bit easier to navigate here. Let's bring this over. Whoop. Let's bring this over here. Where am I trying to get to again? There should be a line way over here. Right over there. Okay. Okay, just let go of the turbo fuel. It's over here. Okay. Where is it? 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 Right there, right? That's... Yeah, that's where we want to bring it. So let's come to here. And then clip through some more stuff over here. Like... I think this is fine. Yeah, that's pretty close. Looks like... Okay, and then from here, come down like this, I guess, and connect it up. Okay. So that should have power and fuel. Do I actually need to build a drone, or does it come with one? I guess it comes with one, right? That means also that this needs to be set to overflow. Okay, so now the heat sinks begin to flow in, and this station has fuel. Last fuel I'm not sure with these... Drone status, no drone, target, no destination set. Okay. Supported fuel types. Okay, let's rename this as heatsink export. This port. Okay. Has no drone. I'm not sure how I build a drone or what's going on there. But our destination port is where the heat sinks go. And then it gets the fuel here. So let's start. I guess we have to start by creating our second... Need to interact. I guess we have to build our second drone port over there, right? So we need to bring the heat sinks out. So if I go to transport, drone port, what do I need here? Radio control units I have, the sheaths I have, Alclad I have everything I need. Okay. So since we're headed over there, I'm going to take a bunch of aluminum sheets with me. We're going to feed them into the fused modular frame production chain that we have over there. You can build a drone by accessing the build menu, pressing Q. Ah, okay. So I think I only want one drone here. I don't think I need multiple drones. So how do I build this? Like, do I have to place it here? Yeah, I have to place it here. Okay. What am I missing? Portable miner number 1. Okay, so it can only support one, I guess? Okay. Okay, so now we have a drone. I bet you, yeah, I bet your ass people were riding these around and they tried to stop them from doing it. Alright, let's go build the other side of this line. And I need to take some delicious, delicious aluminum sheets over. Before I fill up my inventory, let's rebuild our transport to go over to the location we're going to want to go to, which is over here. Grab a bunch of aluminum casings. Okay. Let's get over there and look at setting up the other side of this. So we're going to make cooling systems over there is the goal, because that's where the nitrogen is and that's what we need. And the heat sinks are part of the input, so we'll arrange things carefully here. When you start getting into drones, it's a good idea to be ready to build a significant network. For instance, you need a drone You'll need a drone series. Hold on, I can't read your mangled sentence there while I'm flying. Apologies. I didn't mean to be rude, but I don't know what you're trying to say. You'll need a series of drone. I think you meant you'll need a series of drone ports at a fuel battery depot to refuel all the drone clusters. Yes. I don't think we're going to get too heavy into it just yet. I think having like just one or two is probably okay. All right, let's drop off our aluminum and then figure out what we're doing for cooling systems. So we'll need to build the cooling system plant first and then place the drone port for the import. We'll need two drone ports here. One to import the heat sinks and one to export the cooling systems. But first we're going to need a crap ton of that. I'll keep like 3 for myself, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's necessary. How are you doing, by the way? You need more heavy modular frames. That's the other thing you need? Okay. Let me give you some more heavy modular frames. Oh, right. It doesn't work that way. You have to actually... Wait, if I control click... No, I still can only take one at a time. Okay. That should get me some more fused modulars over here. Yeah. So my depot should be full. Yeah, my depot's full of them. So I got 150 in the depot and I got more here. All right. So we're kind of doing okay on that. So next up would be the cooling system factory. Which I guess we're gonna, since we're gonna need this pure node here and maybe more than one. I'm also not using everything that we're outputting here from this normal node, because this is producing 120 per minute, and I think we're using less than that. Yeah, there's like 26.25 free nitrogen gas in there. I don't know. It's not a huge amount, but it's something. Let's build this out a little bit, I think. And let's head out in this direction and build a cooling system factory. And then we'll have to figure out where we put everything to get the cooling systems and whatnot in. So, hold on. With a smart splitter, I'm trying to think if there's a way that you could do one system for two. Like, I think there's an idea there with the smart splitter. Okay, that's there forever, unfortunately. You I can get rid of. Had no idea you could even pull them out like that. Pull what out? Like what? I'm not sure I follow. What are we gonna do here? I'm trying to envision the layout in my mind. All right, well, let's start by looking at cooling systems. We do have, I believe, we have 30 heat sinks per minute available. So, looks like the cooling system is built in the blender. And in terms of heat sinks, we use 12 per minute. So I could maybe have 2 blenders making cooling systems. That would work. Or I could have one overclocked to 250%. Because 12 times 2 is 24, plus another 50% is 6 is 30. So we could use all of the heat sinks. I don't think that's a good idea. I think just in case we want a little trickle of extra for me. So we'll build two blenders here. Dimensional depot. The heavy frames. Ah, yes. Wait, we have a Mark G and a Mike G? Welcome both of you guys. That's coincidental. We got 2 MGs in the house. They're not OGs, but they might be. But they are MGs. Okay. Yeah, the dimensional depot, when it's stored in here, you can just pull a stack out like this. I guess that's what you were referring to. So, two blenders here. I guess we want to get past that annoying rock that I can't get rid of. So I'll come out to here for the blenders, I think. And then maybe we slip the drone port in here as well and then run the nitrogen through. Seems feasible. Seems reasonable. Let's get a couple of blenders down. Let's see. So if I have output there... Is this how I want to do this? I think I might want it like that. And then the second one would be over here, which means we need to build this out a little bit. Right? Okay. So if you guys are configured to make me cooling systems, then you are going to need rubber, heat sinks, water, and gas. And you're going to need 150 nitrogen gas per minute. Actually, I think this is perfect. I think this thing has 300 coming out of it. Or it might be... No, it might be less than that. It might be 240. I think it's 240. Huh. It says 120. But this one's pure. And this one... Oh, this one's pure as well. Oh, I thought I had grabbed the normal node. Where is the normal node? Over here? Okay, so what do you put out? If the pure nodes get out 120, what do you give out? 60? Okay. Well, then I need you and 2 pure nodes to get to 300, right? Right, okay. Okay, hang on. I can make this work. That's the normal node? Yeah, okay. Now we can overclock this thing, but I don't necessarily think I want to get into overclocking just yet. Actually, if I overclocked it to 200%, I could put the normal node in. Well, that's already working. Yeah, it would be better to change the way this works, I think. I think it would be better to do the overclocking and then have this one feed this mini boutique factory. Because I think the cooling systems are going to be more permanent. So let's do that. All right. Does that look okay? I mean, it's straight. It does kind of... Yeah, it's kind of gross. All right, let's do it differently then. Let's rebuild that. Like this. And then... come over like that. Hang on, how does that look? I can switch the way it works. I mean, I guess I could lift it up first. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll bring you over here. So I want something, let's see. I want something right between the two of you. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Does that work? it's not high enough? Oh, yikes. Okay. Let's rebuild that. You go over there, and for you, we'll use horizontal to vertical. That looks pretty good. Okay. So you're the normal node. You're gonna go in there like that, which means I can get rid of you and rebuild you. As long as I overclock you to 200%. Okay, that looks good. That looks pretty decent. That looks like that's gonna work. And your nitrogen gas, right? I guess this should be colored something. What is the color of the nitrogen gas? It's like silvery? It's like a... Yeah, it's a pretty deep silver. I don't know if I have the ability to do that. I don't have like a silvery material. Materials... I don't have pipe materials. I mean... I could mess... Yeah, you can kind of see it in there. It's like a cloudy white and gray or silvery gas. Let me, you know, I haven't done a lot of tickets. I haven't done a lot of tickets. I kind of want to make this work. Let's respawn. Who's the original G? Started dying when I saw Mike G and Mark G. Yeah, it's pretty funny, right? Time to fight. No fighting in my channel. You guys have to be friends. Best buds forever. All right, let me get my tickets and see what I can buy in by way of materials here. I probably have a bunch more over here somewhere because things have been feeding in here. I got 92 printable coupons. Okay, I think we're gonna be able to afford whatever I want. Let's build the awesome shop. Do I have pipe materials? Not organization. Fix-It specials. I got the boombox and the music tapes. I don't need any of this. Management. We got the clean pipeline, but not pipeline materials here. Organization, we got signs. The billboard set wouldn't be bad. Customizer, here we go. Yeah, let me get some paint finishes here. I don't know if this applies to pipes or not. But I'll go ahead and buy the chrome paint finish. Foundation patterns. Yeah, I don't know if that applies to pipes. Foundations, we got more stuff in here. Walls, we got a bunch of stuff. Architecture. Structural. That's not helpful. I could buy the coffee cup. I could just buy a bunch of parts here. Oh, look at this. I could buy some empty fluid tanks. Some radio control units and supercomputers. Oh, I could just straight up buy turbo motors. Oh, that's so tempting. No, we won't do that. So I guess I'm just going to buy this chrome paint finish and see if that applies to pipes.
Decoration and organization go hand in hand. Fix-It HQ custodian, I always say. Use of these customizer features does not guarantee an aesthetically pleasing or user-friendly factory. That's the part that requires knowledge and skill.
Oh, look at that. It does work on pipes. Okay. So the chrome finish can be for the nitrogen gas. I kind of like that idea. All right. That was a fun little detour. Let's get back over there and keep working. You can chrome everything. Put a ticket in the sink. Does Ada... I'm pretty sure Ada says something, right? I can't remember. I know there's a thing... Anyway, I read that message too late. I'm already gone. Sorry. Maybe when I go back, we'll think about it. All right, let's chrome up the nitrogen pipeline. Yep. Oh, that's sexy, right? Right there. Look at that. And you should now be providing 120, right? You... Okay, there we go. So... That leaves this pure node. and that pure node to join forces and get me the 300 cubic meters I need. It'll actually be more than that. There'll be some extra in here. So 240 plus 240 is 480. There'll be an extra 180 cubic meters of gas in here. But let's put down a junction, right? Junction there. You connect to that, and then you connect over here to this. Now this is where it gets a little annoying because it doesn't... Yeah, I need to do this myself here. So if you're here, you're lined up like that, and I push you 1, 2, and then I can get the look I'm going for with the corner. Okay. I guess I can do something like pipes like this for now, and put it back later. So does it build? Yeah, everything comes out chromed that way. Nice. Okay. Let's get a cross section on the end here. Guess that's sufficient. And then we'll go ahead and get our corners as well. So to line you up, you're going to come here like this. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Huh, interesting. I guess that's fine. And then you're going to come over here like this. Where's this other one? Over here? Yeah, that's going to be a little gnarly. All right, well, let's do it like this then. Okay, a little bit of last connection to do there. I guess that's not going to work. All right, then I can do it like this. Okay, there we go. I think that looks pretty decent. I guess it would actually be better to do it a little differently. So instead of doing it like that, I'll just connect these two. And then we'll put the breaker here. That looks better. Okay, that should be providing all the coolant that we need. Or the nitrogen gas, rather. Next, we're going to need the water, right? So the water, we're going to have a pipeline coming in from over there and some water extractors. Let's go ahead and make a little bit more space here. Let's see. So for the water pipes, we'll come out to here so we have a bit of room. We'll have to play around with this a bit, but let's go up by 2. And then actually now I need to go into materials and switch this to pipes. Because this is water and not the other thing. Let's see if I can sneak this in here. So this one's going to be the tricky one. Looks like it will work. Okay, so there goes the water. All right, so we got water and nitrogen going into both. That's a good start. We're going to need rubber and heat sinks as well. So we're going to need 2 different heights of conveyor lift that reach over. I guess it's clipping in to the nitrogen pipe, which isn't great, but it's my first time using this type of blender, so we'll do our best to make it work. 1, 2, like that. So that would be where the rubber and the other thing goes in. How are we getting rubber down here? Am I going to fly it down? I'm going to have another drone port to fly it down. Put a ticket in the sink, you get a special reward. Interesting. Okay, I'll check that out. Here's where we might be able to use the smart splitters, right? So if we have a drone port that accepts both heat sinks and rubber, then we can use the smart splitter to bring things out, right? Now the problem with that would be overflow. Like if we bring in more rubber than we bring in heat sinks, and the drone port gets like clogged, then we have a problem. Because the other alternative is to find some local oil and make rubber, I guess. Make rubber locally. Ugh. Yeah, there's no oil nearby. I think we do want to do that. I think we want to have the drone port bring in both things. The first one anyway. And then try to use splitters and an awesome sink to fix the problems that might have. So let's say I put a drone port here. Where can I make that fit? And kind of do it like this if I go over top of the pipeline, which I'm kind of okay with. Yeah, I don't mind having the nitrogen pipeline run through there. I think we'll build that like that. So you're not going to have any inputs, but we are going to have some output problems or issues. So no matter what, things have to flow. That's the first thing. If the drones are bringing in more than the blenders can use, then we need to get rid of it somehow. So let's put down the first smart splitter here. Right? We're going to need to be careful about this. So items flow into the smart splitter. Then we'll say, let's do this carefully. The right output will be heat sinks. We'll start with the heat sinks. So only heat sinks flow out of here, right? And they have to flow no matter what. That's the first issue, is that they have to flow no matter what. So if there's overflow, it'll come out of the left and it'll go into an awesome sink. And then from the center output, we'll take the rubber. So heat sinks and rubber, they'll flow as long as the machines can accept them. If we have too much, then there's overflow and it goes out the left. I think that will work. So let's see. Then I need a splitter over here, coming in from behind, connecting to there. And then I need a splitter over here, coming in from the front and going to the left. Then we take the heat sinks, logistics, conveyor lift. You're going into there. I don't know about that. Not quite straight, are you? Would it be better to build you facing forward? How does that look? That's okay. That's okay. And then we'll do another one of you guys here. You get lifted up 1, 2, and face this way. You feed into there. Okay. So now this station has to be named cooling system importer, right? And then if we go to all ports and we take the heatsink export, it imports the cooling systems to this importer. That should begin flying now, right? Status check. Okay. So you don't have your own drone because you're an importer. And now we need to power these on. We need to do the awesome sync to deal with any potential overflow. And then we're going to have to get rubber over here. But then we should have cooling systems coming out. And we're going to fly those home with a second port. So, all right. We're making progress. We're making progress. Merge it in one drone. Also, you could merge the fused frames into the return line. Good job. This should work. The fused frames. Yes, I suppose I could. I could bring them back. But this is a temporary build. I'm going to delete this and rebuild it later because I'm feeding it from... it's not automated. So this whole fused drone, fused modular frame thing is temporary. It's just meant to let me build Miner Mk3. Let me get power going on over here. Put a power pole there. And another one there. Connect those together. And then feed them into something. This drone needs power. Does this port need power as well? I think it does, right? Even just to be a destination port, it needs power to get the belts working and everything. So where's my nearest connection to the grid? It's going to be back here. It's over there. Okay. So you, sir, you can connect to the drone port, and then you can come over here and join forces with the cooling sink grid. Or the cooling system grid. Okay, so that's online. Once we send rubber over here, this will actually start producing. Because it has... No, I haven't done the water extractors yet. So how much water do you guys need? 30 per minute. One extractor is going to be sufficient here. All right. Let's get the... I'm going to have to blow that up, aren't I? Okay. Not sure I like that. How low to the ground can I get you? And get you there? Okay. That's better. All right, water extractor. Right here, nice and lined up, like that. Get you connected to power. Where is the grid? Guess it's there. Okay, water extractor's running, so we have water, nitrogen, and theoretically, at some point, this bad boy should have... Yeah, we've got heat sinks. Okay. So the heat sinks are flowing. Like I said, the problem's going to be the overflow. Are they going in? Yeah, you've got heat sinks. The water should be coming in a moment here. Yeah, that looks fine. Because you produce 120 per minute, right? Yes. And you're only going to be using 60. Okay. So we do need a sink to make sure that... Because here's the problem, right? If this completely fills up with heat sinks, then no rubber can be delivered and the whole system breaks. So as much as it pains me to put heat sinks into the awesome sink for now, I do need to do it. So we're going to need an awesome sink here for the overflow. It's going to have to live something like here. How does that look? That looks fine. So as long as you're powered on, we should see the system continue to flow here. So it's going to eat all these awesome sinks, these heat sinks, which really bothers me, honestly. But it's a necessary evil. Now we got to go home and get another drone port to send rubber to this destination. So this is a lot of drone ports. But it should get the cooling systems up and running. Now, as for the output, we could fly it home. We could fly it home. I think I start... Yeah, we are going to fly it home at some point. I'm not quite sure how that looks like. We don't have rubber for you yet. But here's where things end. So we put the merger here. Merge your outputs. And then we're gonna fly them home, so we'll need a drone port and a drone. But I think before that, yeah, before that, I'm gonna put it into a smart splitter. Well, no, if I'm flying it home, I can put the dimensional depot at home. So this is actually a full automation. This part right here is not temporary. We're not going to delete this. This is going to stay in place. So I don't need to worry. Oh, there goes my drone. Very cool. Yeah, people must have been riding those around, right? All right, I need another drone port to take the cooling systems back to base. So we're getting a little expensive on the drone ports. Things will have to get fuel from home. I might need to kickstart it by putting a stack of fuel in here to get started. But I'm gonna need another drone port here, which is going to take... How does that look? Yeah, that'll work. So you're gonna take the... Oh no, it's not gonna work because I built this wrong. All right. So your output goes that way, right? Okay. Right, so we feed the output. Once we have rubber in here and you're producing cooling systems, they come into here. I think I do need to kickstart this with a little bit of packaged fuel here. Well, hold on. Let me take some out of there. We'll use that one. So we'll kickstart you, but you'll actually get fueled on the other side. You're going to need power. And a drone. What am I missing? Portable miner. Okay. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I'm liking this drone idea. It's still a lot of work. It's not less work than the train station idea would have been, but it is cool to do it for the first time. Let me ask, here's an interesting question. Let's say I build a crap ton of these. Well, I don't know about a crap ton, but let's just build a handful. Okay. So if I put those in my dimensional storage, can I then build directly from that? I think you can, but I'm not sure. We'll need to test it. So can I now build the drone directly from Dimensional Depot? I can. So it'll pull it out. All right, so I can set that up. I can set up a constructor to make 100 of those and stick them in a Dimensional Depot and never have to worry about that ever again, which is fantastic. All right, you are cooling system exporter. And you're going to stay here for a minute because you don't actually have anything to export right now. We got to get rubber over here. So I need another drone port to bring rubber here, and then I need a destination port for you. All right, let's get home. Let's get home and check it out. Now, was it Mark G? No, who? It was Silas. Silas wanted me to put a ticket into the awesome sink and see what happened, right? Are you powered on right now? You are. Okay. Let's put one ticket into this thing and see what happens.
Fix-It sees what you did there. How creative. I have also been creative. There is something extra special for you in the awesome shop. It is a marvel of technology. It is truly the shape of the future. I will be sad if you do not use it and love it and tell any friends you make in the future all about it.
What's new? Fix-It specials? The Cyber Wagon? Ugh. No, thank you. The ugliest car ever made. You are correct, actually. You are correct. I could bring the rubber from here, right? The question is, what's the rate? I need to fill it at exactly the same rate is the problem, or I guess it can take 9, right? It can take 9 inventory slots worth of stuff. Does it wait until it's full? I think it's just going to take off. Also, I want to ride it a little bit. Yeah, it's taken off. And I'm riding it. Yep, okay. Take me for a ride. A magic carpet ride. Oh, it's fast. It is wicked fast. Okay. That's impressive. So, yeah, my concern is what if the drone port fills up with... All right, let's just respawn. What if the drone port fills up with heat sinks and there's no room for rubber to go in? I guess as long... Well, I don't make that much rubber, unfortunately. I think we have some petroleum coke, or there might be some extra stuff we could make rubber out of. I can't remember. No, where was I? Where did I have a bunch of products that I was sinking? Was it over at the fuel factory? That's way too far away. I have like a little bit of rubber. I don't have a lot. I would need to take a look at what's possible. I don't think we're sinking anything down there. I think we're sinking something at the fuel factory, but that's too far away. There's not like an oil extractor Mark II or anything, is there? I don't think so. I gotta go take a look down here and see what are we sinking and what else do we have? I don't think we're making very much rubber, and I don't know that we have a lot of oil left to make more. I mean, I'm burning off fuel, and I think there might be an opportunity down here. So you're making fuel and polymer resin, right? And then the polymer resin comes over here. And I think this is rubber. No, you guys are merged together until you go in the back of here. Yeah, that's plastic. I think this is my only rubber refinery at the moment. It's making 20 per minute. Like, this is making more fuel to make more plastic, right? This is the petroleum coke. Heavy oil residue is being made into petroleum coke, which is joining with this water to hit this fuel generator. Yeah, I'm not making very much rubber at all, sadly. I also don't know how much more oil I have in this particular pipe. Flow rate. I mean, we're using at least, that's 30. That's 30, that's 60. Another 30 gets 90. I think we're using 180 out of 300 here. 30. 30 and what, 30? 20. So there's like there's roughly 120 cubic meters of oil left in here. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is a 300 pipe. So we could make some more rubber. Let me think about this. So if I make rubber directly, I can make 20 per minute with heavy oil residue left over, right? What is this? Residual rubber comes from polymer resin and water. We wouldn't have any of that. Heavy oil residue. What else can we do? Are there any alternate rubber recipes that you can get? Hey, Silas, don't worry about it. It's funny. It's a good funny meme joke or whatever that the developers put in. I just think that's the ugliest car ever made. So there's only two ways to make rubber: from crude oil or from polymer resin and water. So the problem with we could make some rubber like this, and then we have all this heavy oil residue. What would we do with the heavy oil residue? We could turn it into petroleum coke and burn it, I guess. Sulfur and water gets you sulfuric acid. Fuel and polymer resin. Heavy oil residue can be turned into regular fuel. I don't need this. I don't need this. Turbo heavy fuel. Heavy oil residue and compacted coal. That's not helpful to me. Yeah, so basically I can just turn it into fuel and burn it, I guess. So I can make 4 of these and get 80 rubber per minute. How much do I need over there? Gosh, this is a lot of work. Cooling system. We got 2 of these going. So I really only need 24 rubber per minute. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. As a matter of fact, I could just do one of these. All right. Let's just do one rubber thing for right now. Let's not go overboard. And then we'll join it to the other rubber line, and we'll send it up top and get it routed over there to the drone platform. All right, so let's go to customization and select this as our pipe swatch. Yep, looks good. Let's get you connected to the oil. You're gonna make rubber. Your heavy oil residue is gonna be turned back into fuel. So we'll have a fuel pipe here. What? If I hit X to bring this up, I should be able to hit it again to put it down. All right, let's bring you around. You're going to make the fuel with the output. Okay. Actually, that was the wrong color, wasn't it? Because this is heavy. This is heavy. Oil residue. Okay. You're going to make residual fuel. However much you can make. And then we're going to feed you into a fuel burning network. You're going to be making, let's see, 20 per minute. So you're going to be making, you're going to be underclocked to 33%. It looks even more ugly in game. Okay, there's another 13.333 fuel. Are you underclocked? Are you available to burn more than you're burning? You're at 200%. What the hell are you? Oh, you're a coal generator. What about you? Oh, you're packaging? And you over here? You're overclocked. So are you. All right. So if I want to burn another 13%, I probably pipe it into this guy and just overclock him a little bit more. 100% is 20. 50% is 10. You're not going to be able to do it. You don't have enough juice. All right, so that means I got to bring one of you boys over here and eat this 13% of fuel that we're going to be building. So I want that lined up exactly. I think that's there. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted to do. Fuel generator, right? Where's my output? Right there? Okay. I think it lives there. No, it's a little further back, huh? It's like that? Yeah, I think it's like that. Yep, okay. Now we go back to the default pipeline swatch. Oh, it's already there. Okay. Let's feed you into... How did it get turned around backwards? Honestly, I swear to God I had it facing the right way forwards. Okay. Here. I think that part is right. I think that goes there. Oh, I did have it backwards. Okay, hold on. Well, it's my fault then. There we go. Oh, that's why I wasn't lining up properly. Okay. There we go. That looks right. Too much effort went into that. Not happy about it. I need a power line. Can you reach over there? Too long? Okay. Then our rubber's gonna come out of here, right? Yeah, alright. Where are we doing these? To the left? Alright, so I got some rubber here, I got some rubber up top. Is there a reason you're not functional? Yeah, you're constructing. Okay. So let's get the rubber up to the upper area and ship it over to the drone port. Logistics, lift. Okay. You're gonna go up here, but I need a... Yeah, I'm gonna need a thing. A hole. Alright, so it's gonna live something like that. Yep, okay. I think that's right. That's gonna be fine. Okay, we gotta go get that set up. I'll take the tube real quick. Man, okay, so this, I mean, I would have had to do a lot of this anyway with the train, but this took a lot longer than I was hoping. This is really involved to get this to work. Yeah, let's pull off the rubber. Or rather, we're gonna join the rubber to the other line. Yeah, so there's my rubber line. It's only 20 per minute, but it's backed up because the thing is full. Okay, so we want to be on this square and then 1, 2, 3 forward, and then at the forward edge. And we want the floor hole, I believe, right here. Let me take a look real quick. Yeah, it's right on the... Nope, it's right on the gray corners, it looks like. Like that. Okay. All right, let me just go down and do this. There we go. Okay. Rubber begins flowing up. All right, so the whole system appears to be functional. This is flowing in here. You're making residual fuel, 13.33 per minute. Need to underclock you. Looks like 66% is where we want to go. We'll put you on standby for a minute. Let a little bit of fuel build up so that you become stable. You should underclock the fuel generator as it consumes more than the refinery produces. Yes. No, you definitely want to underclock it. And you want a little bit of a reservoir to build up here. Because that way... the output is stable, so it doesn't bounce up and down up here. That should be fine. All right, we should now have access to the rubber. So that's 40 per minute when what we need is 24. That's going to be just fine. We'll join these lines together, and then closer to home, we'll rip it out and feed it into the drone port. That means the port name needs to change slightly, so All right, well, we can make that happen. That's going to be easy. Let's go join these lines together. I will have a little bit of a tricky wicket here getting the merger on. So I want you kind of over there, and I want you to merge with the rubber line. Okay. Now, is that going into... Yeah, it's clipping through, but that's fine. So I believe that rubber should now be merged. We should see a little bit of it moving. If I take from here, it's sort of hard to tell if it's moving or not. I think it's merged correctly. Yeah, it is. Okay, I just saw it move. Okay. I don't know who's consuming rubber, though. Some of it's coming over here. This is a splitter, right? I can take some of this? Yeah, some of it's going over here and being used for something else. Where exactly are you going? What are you being used for? Oh, crystal oscillators. Okay. How much are you guys using? 24.5? Oh dear. That's more than I budgeted for. I needed 24 for myself. And this line has 40, so... I guess once this fills up... Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. It'll be fine for the most part. Alright, so that means now we can connect the rubber. We can actually take it from here, I think. And route it that way. Yeah, we can route it west from here. Let's do that. What is going on with it? There we go. That looks better. I'm not sure exactly how far I want to go here. It's having some kind of weird issue going straight. I think we want to take it over in this direction. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, it's having some weird issues here with building correctly. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not going to it's not like I've spent a lot of time planning out beautiful conveyor belt lines. I'm just trying to keep them mostly straight so I have an easier time routing other ones in the future. I think we're coming over here somewhere. Let's get up there and look. Let's get another port into the drone port. So we will need a merger here, I guess, to the input. This is a splitter. I'll need a merger on this line. And it'll need to go into the ground. And let's slightly rebuild that so it lines up with this. I don't know if that's worked or not. Hang on. Yeah, it looks like it has. Maybe it has? We'll find out shortly. This needs to be named heatsink plus rubber export. There we go. And then down below, we got to connect up the rubber. Where did the rubber end up? Was it further over here? Or do I have an empty line that just ends right here? Okay. You have rubber on you, yes? Yes, okay. All right, let's see if rubber makes it into the drone pores. Not sure it is. I see the rubber flowing. Yeah, okay, it's not connected up correctly. I think that floor hole's too close. That's off kilter. That looks like that'll work. And then I need another one down here. All right, show me rubber. Yes, all right, so we got rubber and heat sinks. They shall be exported together next time the drone flies. All right. And that means that the cooling sinks will begin, or the cooling systems will begin production. And the last thing we're going to need to do is bring them home, right? So where do we want to put those? We got space for a couple more of these, and then we're almost out. 1 of space. 2. I guess 3 goes there. 1, 2, 3. I thought I'd planned ahead pretty well for the space I would need for them all, but it's getting pretty dang full. We're gonna have to maybe put in a second floor just for containers. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. There's more space to expand out to the east, though. I haven't built as much out here, so I could... Yeah, there's more space out to the east for building some of this stuff. Like, there's a little bit of an interruption there, but we could even maybe work around that. Okay. So I'm assuming the drones can clip through the world. Split a stack a few times to reserve space for heat sinks. Compboy 100 says split a stack a few times to reserve space for heat sinks. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so in the Dyson Sphere program, inventories have filters you can place. You're talking about kind of doing the same thing for the port. But it'll only last for a while. Like as soon as the drone takes a stack away, then that breaks. I see what you're saying, but I don't think we need it. There's not that much rubber that's going to come in. Because we're only making 40 per minute. So it's only what was on the lines between here and there. And again, it'll take all of these as soon as we have one trip. See, it just takes them all. So you can't really... You can't put filters on inventory stuff. Sadly. It's a really nice feature, actually. It would be a cool import. What is this? Round trip takes 3.44 minutes. Okay, consuming 100 megawatts. Using 24 fuel per trip or 7.18 per minute. Very cool. All right. port is named incorrectly then. This port is heatsink plus rubber export. So that one needs to be named heatsink plus rubber import. And then we need to have cooling system export and cooling system import. Let me go fix that real quick. Wish we could do that per container. Yeah, it's a really nice feature from that other game, but I don't think the devs will do it here. Because part of the challenge is built around the fact that you can't, I think. All right, so you should be cooling system exporter. That's fine. And you should be heat sink plus rubber importer. There we go. Because each of these things is basically a one-way route. There's no real round tripping here. Because it's too complicated to set up. I mean, you could maybe make it work, but I'm new to this, so we're not going to try. We're going to just use it the easy way first, get used to it, and then maybe we can do something more ambitious with drones later. Okay, I need one more drone port to import cooling systems, which are going to go here. You are going to be cooling systems. Okay. And you are going to need a dimensional depot for sure. And let's get that done. Dimensional depot goes there. Okay. Then gonna go like that. I mean, I should maybe build dimensional depots for computers as well as AI limiters. Like I have a few more available right now. All right, let's figure out what we could use. Yep, computers, yes. SAM fluctuators, no. AI limiters, yes. Circuit boards, I don't think so. High-speed connectors, I don't think so. I think these three are fine. All right, let's get your signs down. All right. Cooling systems. You were computers until I misclicked. And you are AI limiters. Okay. Okay, so to get the cooling systems, I need it to be routed in from a port that we have yet to build, a drone port. So we're going to build that underground, I think. We're going to need logistics here. We could put the drone port here. This first one. Transport, drone port. And then your input line or your output line comes here, and we're gonna need turbo fuel over here as well. Okay, so this is logistics, conveyor lift. So destinations don't have, the way I'm doing it is destinations don't have their own drones. Exporters have drones, importers do not. Because importers are destinations. So you won't have your own drone. Your output, however, will come up to the ceiling. Your cooling systems will go in here. Like that. You are going to need power. I should have power around here somewhere. You will need fuel because you're here, and I don't want to build fuel out in the hinterlands. So I will need to find you some fuel from somewhere. Where's the line that's bringing fuel over to this drone port? I should be able to siphon some off. Here, right here. Okay. So we'll put a splitter here. And we'll carry some of this packaged turbo fuel over in this direction. and somehow connect it to the... Yeah, what is going on here? Why is it having so much trouble? Okay, I think it's because the splitter's not aligned correctly. So let me put a ceiling mount on here. Like this. And connect that to the splitter. What is the problem? Yeah, if I connect you to this, which is placed properly, after that it should build straight just fine. Yeah, okay. Now it's okay. No, it's still having problems. Why is that? That's so weird. All of a sudden, the straight mode is like giving... Oh, it's because... Is it because it's coming down? Okay, hold on. It's because... Part of it's because it's coming down. What is going on here? Why can't it... Oh my god, I am having so much trouble navigating this nightmare space. See, that's... Okay, that's better. Can I make it go straight? I can't even tell. That's like clipping into another belt. So that's kind of a problem. It's still... See, it's still got this weird kink at the end. It's like it doesn't build straight anymore. All right, whatever. Oh my god, this is becoming unnavigable now. Like, I'm having so much trouble getting around up here. It's so dark and everything. I'm totally turned around. I don't know where I'm trying to take this right now. The drone port that I just built. Where is it? I'm completely lost. I hate the dark. Stop being dark all the time, world. Change the build mode. Yeah, no, I want it to be straight, but it's not. The drone port was off to the west somewhere, wasn't it? Or was it above this? I've completely lost the thread now. There's the drone port. Okay. Now, where is that unfortunate belt? There it is. Okay. I'm gonna need it over near here. The fuel input port over here, right? Yeah, okay. See, it's so messed up. It won't build straight anymore. I don't know why. You know what it is? Okay, it's because it will only do 90-degree angles, and the original piece of belt was not perpendicular to. Yeah, if I'd used two things, two of the attachments, it would have worked. All right, let's get... Okay, well, that's neither here nor there. I want to be done with this. Okay. Let's connect you to you. There we go. Now we should have fuel here. Okay. So you are cooling system importer. And your destination is... Cooling system exporter. Your port is cooling system importer, right? Okay. Is that right? So I have 3 ports. No, I should have 4 ports aside from this port. So heatsink plus rubber importer doesn't need a port. Because heatsink plus rubber exporter is going to heatsink plus rubber import. Yes, okay. And then cooling system exporter is configured. And they should fly here, refuel, dump out their cooling systems, and they should go up and into my container. I think we've got cooling systems done now, which is exciting. let's see. I've been playing for 2 hours. Okay, thank you for the reminder. Let's see the drone come in here. Is that it right there? So is it going to clip through? Is it going to clip through the floor? Or how's it going to do it? It's lowering down to here. Where is it going? What is it doing? Why is that your route? That's so weird that it did that little dip. Okay, you are going to clip through the floor, aren't you? You don't have a choice, huh? I guess technically I could make a little hole for it. But no, it's fine. It can just clip through the floor. Dump out some cooling systems, please. Dump out a fat load of cooling systems. I want to see it happen. Incoming. And it should take a little bit of fuel as well. Unload. Did this all work? Yes, cooling systems. Excellent. We actually have them. So now we can make our turbo motors, and then we can make our Mark III miners. I think it took some fuel, but maybe not. Maybe it fueled up back home. All right, so 4 drone ports. But with that, cooling systems is done for now. Very exciting stuff. Let's go see the cooling systems in their natural habitat. They won't be in here. They'll be fed. They'll have been fed directly into my depot, right? Yeah, I've got 110 cooling systems. All right, so they are online. And that means I believe we can now do turbo motors. Yes, cooling systems, radio control units, motors, and oh boy, more rubber. We can make turbo motors. And then for the Miner Mk3, Miner Mk3, I've been waiting for ye. Yes, we need pipes, supercomputers, fused modular frames, and turbo motors, as well as the things that do the thing, the portable miners. Okay, so the worst is over. The wait is also over. I have a little bit more to do at the start of the next stream because I want to automate a couple of boutique factories or like fake factories to make some stuff for me, including the turbo motors. But at that point, we're going to be able to go out and start placing down Miner Mk3, which I'm very excited about. And after that, I think we're into nuclear power and then coming back to address some of the shortcuts that I took to get here to fix them with a better, more permanent solution. But this was cool. I liked experimenting with the drone ports. They're kind of interesting. Their throughput seems fine for these kind of high-end products at the end of our current tech chain. I'm pretty happy with how things went today. I'd like to thank you all for being here and enjoying this experience with me and giving me your tips and recommendations. Learned a bunch from you. Hopefully you learned a bunch from me. Silas, Compboy 100, Mark G, and the other Mike G. I believe Linsenmeyer was in here for a while. Pilachu was here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're a lurker or if you're watching the VOD in the future and you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the alert button so you get notified when I come online. I'm currently streaming 2 games live every day. We're playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, a fun Yakuza-like JRPG. It's part of the Yakuza series, but they've changed it from a beat-em-up brawler to like a JRPG with turn-based combat. Bunch of fun, cool story. Playing that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. And then the rest of the week, I'm playing Satisfactory kind of like twice a day, early morning and then early afternoon. Really glad to have you guys here. Hope to see you again in the future. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time I stream. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.